Hey guys, this is gonna be my first ever YouTube video. I'm gonna talk a little bit about myself, and then I'm gonna tell you guys a good story. So first of all, my name is TJ Arson, or my real name Connor. But yeah, and I'm a storytelling YouTube channel, and I'm gonna be talking about a story that happened pretty recently. Um, this is actually gonna be a series. I'm going to talk about a couple of days each video, and this is about a week, one of the craziest weeks of my life. So, let's just hop right into it. So, first of all, this all takes place over at one of my friends' houses, and I was going over there to spend the night for a couple of days, like about 5 days, and I go over there, and this is gonna be for about the first night and through the third night. So for the first night, I had brought over some weed, and brought over actually quite a lot. And when I got over there, we were just smoking a little bit, and then we were like, "Oh, I think it'd be a really cool idea if we go out and we go smoke by the lake." So we go out and we walk over to my friend's lake. We're just walking, chilling. We made it. We made basically a bowl out of a can, right? So we keep on walking, we get to the lake eventually. We're just sitting there, and it gets pretty dark out. We're sitting down by this little bush, just like basically smoking out of this little can. And then we get kind of bored, so we're like, well, hey, how about we just get up and start walking home, We can go home, watch TV, and play video games and stuff like that. So we get up, we grab the can and stuff like that, and we don't really want to put it in the backpack and like lose all of our weed. So we put it in. We were holding it inside of our just holding it, walking down the road, and my friend, being high as hell, goes, "Hey, Connor, do you wanna do some ding dong ditching?" And I was like, "Shit, if I don't gotta do it, then you can go ahead and do it, because whenever I'm high, I can't run." So he was like, "Oh yeah, that's fine." And he goes up to the door. Well, after we put the weed, behind like this little mailbox so nobody could find it and take it. And he puts the stuff down by the door. And he starts, he goes up to the door and knocks on it, and we run. Like I said, I can't really run that well when I'm high, so I'm like basically jogging. I turn around, and I don't know if it's because of the weed or because somebody was actually there. I turn around, and I swear to God, I see somebody come around the corner with a flashlight, and I take off running. I sobered up for a little bit, and I ran so fast, and I hid behind this tree. It was a pretty big tree, so they really couldn't see me if there was anybody. So looking over there, and nobody's there, so I'm just like, oh well, I guess I was just seeing things. But then, I start walking back, and I see my friend. He's just walking on the phone. He's walking over to where I am. He's on his phone. I get to him, he's just like, "Are you dumb? Like, you didn't even have to run that far." And I was like, "I thought I saw somebody come around the corner, I'm sorry." And then he was like, "I mean, I don't really care. You're just fucking stupid ass that just fucking ran that far." And I was like, "Well, now I feel stupid." So, after that, we start going back, and we're walking back, and we're like, "Shit, we need to go get the weed." But the thing is that the weed was at the same way that the house that we just ding dong ditched. So as we're walking back to the house that we just ding dong ditched, walking right in front of it, we turn the corner, and I look at my friend and I say, "Isn't it a pretty stupid idea to be walking in front of the house that we just ding dong ditched?" And he's like, "Nah, we'll be fine. I walk over here all the time." The second he says that, we look over, a motorcycle pulls up right in front of us, and a guy comes over, and he's like, "So you guys think it's funny to play Ding Dong Ditch?" And I'm like, "We've just been walking around. I don't know what the hell you're talking about, old dude." And he's like, "Well, we just got a call saying that you guys were playing Ding Dong Ditch." And this guy wasn't a cop. I don't know what he's talking about saying he got a call. He was just some guy on a motorcycle, I don't really know what he was talking about. But then he's like, all right, well, I'm gonna follow you guys home. I need to talk to your parents. And I was like, okay, go ahead. So we walk over. I don't know how he didn't realize, but we grabbed the weed and we start walking back. And as we're walking back, he's just following us behind in his little ass motorcycle, because his motorcycle, every single time he would stop, it's like let us catch ahead and then him start it up again. It would take him like 5 minutes just to start it up, and we'd already be up the street. And we were just talking, and we turned, we're getting kind of close to this house. We're about 3 doors down, and my friend's like, hey, do you want to make a break for it? And I'm like, are you stupid? We are 3 houses down from your house. He's going to see where we run. He's going to come over. We're going to get in even more trouble than we're already in. So might as well just walk over there and just tell your stepdad what's going on. And he's like, fine. So we walk over there, and we get inside the house. We go over and we tell his stepdad that somebody's outside to come talk to him. And so he goes outside, he starts talking to him. And he comes back out, and he comes back inside, and he says, well, yeah, I don't really think I don't really think you guys were doing anything. Were you? And he was like, we were like, no, we weren't doing anything, we swear. And then we just go back to watching TV as if nothing happened. The thing is, when we were walking past the lady's house that we had just ding dong ditched, the guy told us that she had just called the cops and they were going to be there. But we didn't really pay attention to that. So when we got there, we were just, chilling back downstairs watching a movie. And then my friend's mom got home. And she comes inside, and she comes in, and she's like, why does it smell like weed in here? And my friend's like, oh, we just smoked a little bit. I mean, not a lot. And she was pretty chill about it, she wasn't really mad or anything. And she was like, I don't know, that's fine. And what's it called? And then the cops get there. Yeah. The cops show up, they start banging on the door. Or actually, no, this all happened before his mom got home. The cops get there, start knocking on the door. And we go out there, we talk to them for a little bit. They're basically just giving us a pep talk on, not to do that kind of stuff. It's very rude and disrespectful, right? But, we go back inside. His stepdad is kind of mad, but, he gets over it. And we just go up in my friend's room for a little bit. Then we go back downstairs. And then his mom gets home, and she's like, oh, well, I smell a little bit of weed. And we're like, oh, yeah, well, we just smoked a little bit. She was surprisingly chill about it. But then she was like, all right, well, just give me the rest of the weed. Don't smoke again. So I go over there. And I didn't really want to give her all of my weed because I spent a lot of money on it. And I only gave her like a little bit so that, she thought that was it. And then so we go to sleep, everything that just had happened. We go to sleep, and then the next morning we wake up. And we wake up, and my friend's mom is like, hey, well, he goes out there, he's trying to get some breakfast. And she goes, just take this weed off of my counter. You guys can have it. Just smoke inside, but if you do, keep the doors locked and don't go out. And we're like, okay, that's fair. Win-win. We got our weed back. We get to smoke now. This is amazing. And it was pretty chill. And this is just episode 1 and basically my first ever video of the series. And there's gonna be a couple more episodes of this. I think about 3. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is part 1, and see you guys later.